All right, let's break down something truly incredible. We're going to look at a playbook that took someone, Coach Bank Superkit, from a salary of just 15,000 baht all the way to a staggering 100 million. Yeah, you heard that right. Let's dive in.
So, the big question right off the bat is, how on earth is that even possible? I mean, it sounds like something out of a movie, but it's not magic. It's a very specific, repeatable system. And you know what? The very first step is the one that changes everything.
So, rule number one, the absolute bedrock of this entire strategy is that you have to fundamentally change how you think about earning money.
This is the core idea, right here. See, most of us are stuck in time-based work. You show up, you work your hours, you get a paycheck. Simple, but it's limited. The game-changing shift is to result-based work. Here, your income is tied directly to the value you create. If you don't produce results, you don't get paid. But, and this is a huge but, if you produce amazing results, well then your income potential is literally unlimited.
And here's why that shift is so critical. Think about it. There are only 24 hours in a day, right? You can't just decide to work 100 hours to make 10 times more money. It's physically impossible. You will always hit a ceiling. But your results can be multiplied 100 times, 1,000 times, without you needing more hours in the day. That's the key.
Okay, so if your pay is all about results, the next logical question is, how do you get better results? Well, that brings us to the second pillar of this whole thing, knowledge. And here's the best part. At the very beginning of his journey, Coach Bank had basically no money. So he started by just soaking up all the free knowledge he could find. We're talking online videos, articles, anything and everything to build his skills and get that engine running without spending a single baht.
So in this system, knowledge isn't just some vague academic idea. It's the one thing, the single variable that directly boosts your results. And since your results determine your pay, well, you see the connection. More knowledge equals better results, which equals more income. It's a straight line.
But then something happens. You start getting those results. The money starts coming in. And this right here is the most dangerous part of the entire journey.
And I'm not kidding. This is the exact moment that separates the people who build real, lasting wealth from those who just get stuck. It's a critical test, and honestly, it's where most people get it completely wrong.
You know what I'm talking about. What's the first thing people want to do when they start making more money? They upgrade their lifestyle. A shiny new car, a fancy new condo. Or even worse, they take that money and throw it into something like the stock market without having a clue what they're doing. These are the traps. They turn your new income into debt and just kill your progress cold.
So what's the right move? It's gonna sound completely backward, I know, but you have to keep living exactly like you did when you were broke. Stay frugal. Save every single extra baht that comes in. This discipline, this one move, is what lets you break through to the next level. So why are you saving all that cash? You're not just hoarding it for fun. No, you're saving it to fuel this powerful, repeatable cycle that creates absolutely explosive growth.
Let's call this the wealth flywheel. It's a simple 4-step loop. Step 1, you use your skills to get results and make more money. Step 2, you live cheap and save all that extra cash. Step 3, and this is so important, you reinvest that money back into more knowledge, like paid courses or coaching. And finally, step 4, that new knowledge lets you produce even bigger results, which makes you even more money. And the cycle begins again.
And you just keep it going. That's the whole secret. You just keep turning that flywheel. More money leads to more savings, which leads to more investment in knowledge, which leads to even bigger results. It's a compounding loop that just builds on itself. This is not a get-rich-quick trick. It's a discipline you repeat over and over. All right, so all this sounds great, but it probably leaves you with one big question. Where in the world do you actually start? What is the very first skill you need to get this whole engine fired up?
Out of all the skills you could possibly learn, all the business strategies you could study, there is one that stands above all the rest. It's the non-negotiable starting point for anyone who wants to build their own thing or switch to result-based work. And that skill is selling. Simple as that. Now, why selling? Because it is the most direct path to earning money based on your results. Period. It's also the easiest kind of business to start. If you can sell, you can create an income that is 100% tied to your performance. And this is a huge warning because impatience is your biggest enemy here. Everybody wants to skip the hard parts. They want to jump from step 1 straight to step 8. But trying to do that is pretty much a guaranteed way to fail.
You have to put in the work and master the basics first.
So, there you have it, the whole playbook laid out for you. Change how you earn, obsessively learn, avoid the lifestyle traps, and keep spinning that flywheel, starting with the skill of selling. The plan is on the table. The only question left is, what's your first step going to be?